the first part of the notes, go back and watch that video before you watch. All right, here is the answer key for the guided practice for notes number 1. If you have not done this video, so in our guided practice, we are identifying which lines are parallel and which lines are a transversal here. So if I look at this problem, this line is the line crossing the other two lines. It intersects both. So my transversal would be line T. My parallel lines would be line P and Q. Try the next two, pause the video, and then come back once you're ready to see the answers. Okay, for the next one, my parallel lines are lines L and M. Transversal, still line T. Remember, when you name lines with one lowercase letter, it should be a cursive letter, so you should have swirly fancy letters there. For the last one, our parallel lines. These don't have lowercase letters out here on the side, so I need to name them using 2 points. The line on top is PQ, so I draw PQ with the little line hat. The bottom line is RS. The transversal is PR. Okay, for number 2. Identify the type of angle pair in each diagram. When you're trying to identify angle pairs, I would recommend that the first thing you do is highlight your transversal and then ask yourself if those angles are on the same side or are they on opposite sides. These angles are on opposite sides of my transversal, and they're also in the exterior. So this would be the interior of my two parallel lines. So if I have angles on opposite sides in the exterior, these are alternate exterior angles. Try the next two. Pause the video. Hit play when you're ready to see the answers. Okay, for the next two. Second one, those angles are alternate interior. For the third one, those angles are corresponding. Question 3. Given that the measure of angle 3 is equal to 60 degrees, find the measure of the other angles. So you're going to fill in your answers in this table over to the right. And let's start with what we know. We know angle 3 is 60 degrees, and we know that because it was given. So I'm going to draw that on my picture. This is 60 degrees. And from here, I would just start filling in the other angles. There is only one possible right answer for the angle measure, but how you know the relationship that you used to get that answer could be different depending on how you looked at the problem. So for example, I can look at angle 3, and I can say that angle 3 is corresponding to angle 8. So that means angle 8 also has to be 60 degrees. And I could fill that one in on my chart next. I know angle 8 is 60 degrees because it's corresponding to angle 6. Try to fill in the rest of these. Find your measurements, fill in your reasons, pause the video, come back when you're ready to see the answers. But don't forget to do the pause part so that you don't just see all the answers. Okay, so here's how I filled in this chart. Your angle measures should be the same. Your reasons might be different. This is just the way I looked at the problem. So I started going back to angle 3. I found angle 1 because it was a linear pair, so that had to be 120. I found angle 2 because that was vertical. Angle 3 was given, that's what we started with. And then I found angle 4. Well, angle 4 was vertical to angle 1. And then after that, I started using some of my new angle relationships to match up my congruent angles. So the last problem on here asks you to solve for x. So when we're solving, we need to think about a few different things here. What kind of angle relationship, what kind of angle pair is this? Are my angles congruent or are they supplementary? What should my equation look like? And then after all of that, we can solve. So I'm going to start by highlighting my transversal. And then from there, I need to decide what kind of angle pair I'm looking at. So I have this angle right here and this one down here. Those angles are both on the interior of my parallel lines. They're both in between. And they're both on the same side of the transversal. So these are same side interior angles. And I know when I have angles that are on the same side, that means they are supplementary. So I know that these angles are going to add to 180 degrees. So my equation is going to look like 165 plus 2x minus 25 equals 180. So I added my two angles together. The total should be 180. Solve this equation, find your solution, come back when you've got it. Okay, here's what my algebra looked like for this problem. First, I combined my like terms of 165 and negative 25, and that gave me 140. Then I subtracted 140 from each side to get 2x equals 40, divided by 2 on each side, and my solution, x equals 20.